My float plane from Wawa, unbelievable, and I can hear the elusive call of the loon, and I can also hear sounds like a coyote or something in the background. Welcome to the show. 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 The Mr. Marty Show. We took you on the road. Take off a little load. We're up in Canada. We got a lot of fans down. Yeah, what were you gonna say? Mr. Marty Show. The 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 Mr. Marty Show. We're in Ontario, where the fishermen go, and the life is slow, and the loons they crow. Come on, you know, it's the Mr. Marty Show. 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 C major 7th chord there, folks. Mr. Marty Show. So happy to have you all here. I haven't had so much fun in the last couple of days than fishing with Dave Nelson on the Mississauga River. He knows what I'm talking about. Come on in, Sandeep. Let's sit down. Let's sit down for a second here. Unbelievable.
Crazy.
Oh, crazy. Folks, it's our good friend Sandeep. And Sandeep, you have found this is an idyllic spot.
It is. Took me 2 weeks to find.
I know.
Yes.
And you've never been to Canada before, right?
Never been north of Chicago.
Never north of Chicago.
So, glad you liked it.
But
it comes with its own flag too.
Yeah, push that. Yeah, it comes with its own flag. That's a nice, and it's a good looking flag, isn't it?
It is.
You know, but and you know, for us being up here, it's a wonderful time, you know, and we don't get this opportunity, especially this time, you know, with everything kind of going on in the world. It was a lot of work to get over the border, but you have connections.
I am resourceful.
Yes. Extremely resourceful, and I'm very deeply grateful for that. You know, I'll tell you what. I want our viewing public to look at that view. Yes. That view right now that we're looking at. We're gonna cut the camera over there, and you look at that view. Scenic. You know, Sandeep, when I first got out of the float plane, I said to you, that looks like a painting. That almost looks like a painting to me.
Yes.
And, you know, and I can see that the resort owners out there fishing, pretty amazing.
That's the catch of the day. Would you believe it?
Catch of the day? I mean, that's fantastic. I mean, you're talking fresh fish, walleye. My dad always said that walleye was the chicken of the sea. And he always said, go up north, go to Canada, you know, go back to the homeland, so to speak, you know. And,
are you Canadian?
Well, I do have Canadian roots on both sides of my family. Yeah, my father's side is Quebecois, and my mom's side came from Ontario. And well, I'm going to talk about that a little bit longer, or a little bit later. A little bit longer probably isn't the appropriate thing. But folks, you're on the Mr. Marty Show. We're on the road. We are way up north at Lake Latsamaca.
Lots of nature here.
Lots of nature. You know, when I called you a couple weeks ago and I said, get out of here, that you actually seen wildlife coming across the camera.
And what a coincidence. There's some right now, as we speak.
Oh my God, that's I believe that's coming up. Oh my God, that's a rare woodland caribou.
Yes, it floats too, apparently.
That's pretty amazing. It seems I've never seen a woodland caribou in its natural habitat, and it's really quite a beautiful creature. It's also a camera hog, but I always thought those kind of animals would be camera shy, but
Animals these days, I tell you.
you know, I think ever since the whole PETA thing, they've really kind of
It's emboldened them.
it's important. Absolutely. Well, it's so great to have this chance to go fishing with you and just to kick back here at Lake Latsamaka. And I know you said that you had a lot of things set up, and this is going to be a very full show.
It is. It's packed.
Packed.
It's taken a lot of time and effort to come up here.
Yeah.
I've walked most of the way.
That's
And,
the thing that people don't realize is that, Sandeep walked and thumbed.
This weight loss is not COVID, folks. I walked.
Can you believe that? This guy, he's lost so much weight just trying to make this show happen. And I think, we should probably get to a Canadian song. I feel like singing a song a little bit about Canada, just for those of you that, have never really been up here to Canada. I've got a song that hopefully you'll enjoy. It goes like this. I've been pining for the pines and a lake so sublime, filled with walleyes and muskies, and mosquitoes as big as huskies. North of Wawa is where I wanna be, a floatplane away from society, where cell reception is barely existent, and politeness for others is most consistent. Most consistent. Up in Canada, Ontario, Canada, a place where even Americans can go. That's Canada, our neighbor Canada, and here we are, the mystical land of moose and geese and snow. They talk with an accent just a bit funny. Even if it's raining cats and dogs or sleeting or snowing, it always seems that the Canadians' disposition is sunny. Nice day in Canada, dear Canada. Feels so familiar every time I roam. Up to Canada, Ontario, Canada. Sort of, kinda, but not really. America's second home. Whenever things get tough in the good old USA, we all wink and out loud we think it's time to get away to Canada, dear old Canada. Poutine's routine at every single meal. Canada! Now don't flinch, Canada. When the 800-pound gorilla slips on the banana peel next door. If only we could vote like you. If only we could vote like you. If only we had docs like you. And docs and a healthcare system like you too. Oh, Canada. Yes, it's Canada. It seems so familiar every time I roam. Roam to Canada, Ontario, Canada. Sorta, kinda, but not really. Sorta, kinda, but not really. Sorta, kinda, but not really. America's favorite home. America's second home. Yes, Canada, America's vacation home. Come on back here, Sandeep. We got to talk about the. You said you had a surprise guest for me.
I do. He is the only person in a 100-mile radius, but he is here in Lake
Lhatsamaka? You know, that's Indian and Native American, I guess, or First Nation, they say up here. And what that means is lots of sediment.
Yes.
Is what
It's very spiritual.
Very spiritual.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's that damn loon again.
You can't get rid of that loon.
Yeah.
I think no wonder these people are, between the mosquitoes and the loons. What do you? Oh well. All right. Well, who is this?
Let me introduce our special guest.
Okay.
I found him walking in the wilderness.
Walking in the wilderness.
He is Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons? The Gene Simmons?
The one and only Gene.
Gene Simmons? Well, oh my God, I've never met Gene. Here he is. Well, hi.
Hello.
Well, geez, let's have a seat. I'm overwhelmed. I didn't think I'd be coming all the way up to Canada to meet a legend like you.
I am the Gene Simmons.
And yeah, I can't believe you look so much different without your makeup.
My makeup? Well, I normally wear makeup. I am probably the single finest zither player in all of Canada.
Zither, Gene Simmons. I mean, the last time I heard about you, my understanding was, you were still kind of wearing platform shoes and things like that. I mean, if I got the zither playing, I didn't know that was part of the whole repertoire of the band. I mean, there was makeup, and I always wondered, Gene, how did it? You would bite your tongue or something like that. Did you
bite my tongue
while performing? Yeah, would that be a?
Are you mistaking me for one of those things with the tongues in the face?
No. I mean, you guys.
I am the lead zither player,
right,
for the Pocketeers.
Oh, you're the lead.
Here
okay.
in Lake.
Oh.
Lhatsamaka.
Okay. All right. Wait a second. Okay. I am so sorry. I thought you were Gene Simmons with the band Kiss.
The band Kiss? No, not the band Kiss. No.
You ever hear of the band Kiss?
No. The Pocketeers are on a little hard times now, but in the past we were huge.
Uh-huh.
We were big. We were really big. It was Pocamania.
Pocamania?
It was Pocamania. We held the top 5 places in the charts here in Canada.
Really?
All 5.
Really? And no, without makeup or platform shoes?
No makeup, no platform shoes.
Not a lot of people would associate zither playing with polka music. How did you finesse that? I'm just curious.
Polka band is not complete without a zither. You get that zither going and people go wild.
Really?
You get the energy. You get the dancing.
Get the energy going.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
where you get the Pocamania.
That's interesting. I've never really equated energy with the zither before, but I think, but now, I'm not trying to be insulting or anything like that, but I just think, I've never heard of a polka band that has a zither, but probably that's what put you over the top here in Canada.
Absolutely. It's the lead instrument. Are you kidding me? We had top 5, Can't Buy Me Polka.
Can't Buy Me Polka.
I Want to Hold Your Polka.
I Want to Hold Your Polka.
That's what broke us. I Want to Hold Your Polka.
I Want to Hold Your Polka.
Yeah, that's what made us big time.
Yeah, I can imagine somebody.
She Loves Polka. I saw our polka standing there.
Wow.
We had all 5.
Wow. And how was the touring up here? I mean, I've done some touring in my time, but,
Not so good. Not so good anymore.
Why?
Well, we put out Let It Polka, it bombed. It just went nowhere. It just died. So we just followed that with the last polka.
The last polka?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. That would be a Canadian thing.
Yeah, we had all the big stars. All the big stars were there.
Wow.
Yeah, there was Robbie Schminge, there was Joni Schminge.
Wow.
There was Bob Schminge and Neil Schminge.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Neil Schminge showed up with all the white powder on his nose. I said, what are you doing? This is a family show. I can't believe it. He's up there with us.
Too many donuts.
Yeah, maybe
some kind of white powder. I don't know. Okay. Well, I was just thinking maybe powdered donut, but you know, that's where my mind is these days, thinking about powdered donuts. But well, I tell you what, you know, sometimes mistaken identity does have some happy coincidences here, Gene. And my understanding from just is that you have been here at Lake Latzamucka for a long time.
Lake Latzamucka, yeah. You ever heard of a spring-fed lake?
Yeah.
Well, this is not one of those.
No, this isn't Lake Latzamucka.
It's a mucka.
It's mucka.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess from, you know, it's a sacred meeting or something, Sandeep was saying, like sediment or something. And, oh, well, you know what, I just want to say I'm very impressed. I love being up here in Canada, and I just have to say the view that you have, the view, you know, I'm going to cut the camera to once again, that beautiful, gorgeous view.
Isn't that a great view?
That is a great view.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, when somebody said, you know, that it's almost picture perfect up here in Canada, they're not kidding.
Yeah, it is, yes.
You know. Well, I look forward to hearing over the next couple of days some of your zither playing. And they somebody said you're kind of the Jimi Hendrix of zither.
That's right. I can play the zither behind my back.
And supposedly you actually set the zither on fire at one point, right?
Yes, I was so frustrated.
Yeah. Wow.
I really should practice more.
Practice does make perfect, I guess. But, well, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for the great Gene Simmons here, Canada's only. And thank you so much for being on the Mr. Marty Show. And that's what the traveling is all about. All right. Well, we're going to let Gene go here, and I'm going to start in with another song.
All right.
Okay, thank you, Gene. And yes, there we go. Live action. You're on the Mr. Marty Show. There goes Gene Simmons. There he goes, waving at the camera. I'm going to get this here over by the Canadian flag. Hopefully, we're still on center, on point with the camera. Okay, great. As Sandeep was wondering, he said, you know, the association with Canada. Well, in my family, I have Canadian roots on both sides of my family. My dad was Quebecois and Irish, and my mom's side, it was Scot-Irish, and John T. Walker found the town of Lindsay, Ontario, and basically transformed it into the farmland and such. There's those coyotes again. Those Canadian, you know what? I think it's
the geese.
Is that the geese, Gene? Or is it a coy wolf? I've been hearing a lot about those things lately, watching, you know, public television down south in the States. You say you got a lot of coy wolves here. Well, let's do this song here. This is called Canadian Roots, a little bit about my family history. So. Actually played in key too. Jacques Supernon, 1615, left France to serve the king, standing guard at Frontenac, knowing he could never go back. Canadian roots inside of me form the shoot of the American tree, and I'm proud of those before who opened the door. Yeah. John Walker, an Irishman through, brought his family over after Waterloo, Ontario wilderness, he cleared the land where the sweat of the brow made you a man. Canadian roots inside of me form the shoot for the American tree. And I am proud of those before who opened the door. Yeah. Now, the Quebecois, we had to leave. Came on south of news received. Fertile land near the Kankakee. Yeah, you can build new farms and raise a family. John's sons, they scattered far. Some joined the Union, some passed the bar. My great-grandfather died on Capri, far away from his new home on the Mississippi. Yeah, oh, Canadian roots inside of me form the shoot of the American tree. And I am proud of those before who opened the door. Yeah. Yes, through it all there still remains Canadian blood running through my veins. Canada's part of my family. Canadian roots to an American tree. Canadian roots to American tree. Canadian roots. Canadian roots, an American tree. Canadian roots, an American tree. Canadian roots, an American tree. All right, Canadian roots. You're watching the Mr. Marty Show. I am Mr. Marty. Not even reading my own crib notes telling me to throw the capo on the guitar, but that's the way it is. Live action, live music, live entertainment, where things happen, accidents happen, and there always is Bob Ross the painter, right? Happy little accidents, right? We always have happy little accidents here on the Mr. Marty Show. Let's bring in Sandeep. Sandeep, come back in, buddy. So good to have you here, and thank you for dousing the place in mosquito repellent. I can't believe that thing. Is that? Try that microphone. Is it acting? You got to push in sometimes. Is it working out? Yeah, there you go. Okay, great, perfect. All right, well there we go. Okay, beautiful. I'm like trying to look at my crib notes here. I think we've already thrown all way over here. You know, Sandeep, I thought for sure we were going to have a different sponsor, you know, coming in. And so far, Dreamtown has held strong.
People love real estate.
People love real estate, and it's just pretty amazing that Mark Winkelman, you know, and I thought for sure last week we came so close, but Mark Winkelman and the Dreamtown fans rallied and have once again reinvigorated the whole sponsorship thing, keeping Dreamtown on top. And so that's you know, an amazing thing. And I just wanted to see, were there any comments that have come through so far?
I'm sure they have. I just haven't looked at them since I walked all the way here in Canada. But
so
people love the show.
Right.
They love to see more of on the road Mr. Marty music.
But we do have some things up our sleeves. We're talking about going to Frank's Garage. That's going to be a big one, a Chicago extravaganza. And at some point we're going to try to do an Irish pub or something like that. We were talking about that. But folks, you are watching the Mr. Marty Show, and you can access the Mr. Marty Show by going to martinmccormack.com. And if you sign up there, you can get onto the mailing list, or you can email MrMartyShow1@gmail.com. Just write to Mr. Marty, MrMartyShow1@gmail.com. We're also looking always for donations, people to kick in some money to help us fund this. These are expensive things, traveling like this.
That is correct. It takes money to get up here, folks.
Right.
Time and equipment.
Time and equipment, and everybody knows that this is our 3,740th show, and we just keep plowing the money into expensive equipment.
That's true.
Very good.
The porters don't come cheap.
Well, I'm going to sing the Dreamtown song, and then we're going to quickly go over to the COVID cocktail, but we don't have Annie here since we're way up north in Canada.
I did manage to find a bartender.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Well, let's do the Dreamtown song right now. And everybody, if you've been following the show, you probably know it by heart now. But might as well all sing it. So here we go. And we need the echo. Dreaming of a home to buy. Call Mark at Dreamtown. You'll search high and low around Chicago until your dreams bound. No place too big or small. He's a friendly realtor who can do it all. Call Mark Winkleman. Call Mark Winkleman. Call Mark Winkleman at Dreamtown. Wait, you know what, Sandy? I'm sorry to rob you of just singing that echo, but we're up in Canada.
No one knows me.
Nobody knows you. But the other thing is we gotta. Do you know that Canada's bilingual? I mean, officially bilingual.
I did not know that. So they can speak another language.
Well, they encourage you to pick up French because it's kind of complicated. But for a while, the French were here.
I don't need a history lesson.
Okay, very good. Okay, so we have to do this en français for our French-speaking friends. Vous cherchez la maison dans le rêve, appelez Dreamtown. Mark Carpenter à Chicago sans relâcher pour la trouver. Grande ou petite, votre agent immobilier, puis réalisez tous vos rêves à votre agent immobilier. Rien d'impossible, aussi même sympathique. I'm almost going Spanish there or something. Appelez Mark Winkleman. Appelez Mark Winkleman. Yeah. Appelez Mark Winkleman, all l'agence Dreamtown, all l'agence Dreamtown, all l'agence Dreamtown, Dreamtown, Dreamtown. C major 7. Wow, those Canadian geese, man. Right? I've never heard them so intense up here.
They get all worked up.
They get worked up. They're not like the Canadian geese we have down in, Chicago. I mean, listen to that.
They're a lot more well-behaved in Chicago.
I think so, but that's like that's, I guess when you're this far north, the sound carries, right, Gene?
It's a goose guarding its territory.
A goose guarding its territory.
It is mating season.
It is mating season up here. Wow. See, I guess I've been way too long in Chicago. I just don't know the stuff with spring, but I think we got to call in Roy. Roy, your bartender friend, right?
I did find one.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well, hi. Well, hi. Here, come on between us here, and.
I'll just talk really loud. Eh?
No. What's your name?
Oh no, there's 2 microphones.
2 microphones.
Like a press conference after a hockey game. Eh? My name is Roy. And I run a hockey academy up here in Lake. Lots of mucka, thank you. And I brought the COVID cocktail for tonight. It's Trudeau 21. Trudeau 21, it's called.
Trudeau 21.
Don't ask, just drink, eh?
Oh. Do you know, Roy, what's in the Trudeau 21?
Lots of good stuff. Just have a sample.
Well,
Here's to you.
Cheers. Here's to Canada. Here's to Canada.
Here's to Canada, eh?
There's to Canada. And Gene,
It's delicious.
let's give it a try.
It's very good. Bring Gene in here, eh?
With the COVID cocktail, we
With
try
the COVID cocktail.
and then we have to talk about it like a fine wine. Here we go.
Wow.
I sense a hint of like maple syrup.
This tastes like what we used to have after the games down in the States. When we were playing and with like a little like NyQuil, sure, yeah, because you muck it up in the corners and you get hurt and you lose teeth and you need the NyQuil.
Now, is it true that hockey came from Canada?
Yes,
Okay.
it's the national sport. Yeah, I mean, down in the States in America, they've sort of adopted it. And yeah, there are more teams, but it's a Canadian sport.
Canadian sport.
Yeah, Gene Simmons, is that really you? Your real name, Gene Simmons?
I am the real Gene Simmons.
You remind me of I used to play hockey with a Gene Simmons down in Moose Jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a defenseman. He was a dirty player down there in Moose Jaw in the QMJHL. You look just like him. We might have to drop the gloves and go because I think you're that guy. That one night.
Familiar to me.
Oh.
Not his zither hands.
Oh no.
Please.
Oh no.
Don't wreck his zither hands.
These hands.
I'm starting this.
Minus zither playing hands. Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
You just memories of mucking it in the corner, though, eh?
Emmy a winning show.
It is, yes. And the loon is back, apparently.
Could I do a shout out,
Yeah,
Marty?
go
Yeah.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to shout out to a couple of friends of mine. First of all, to Rick's Sticks for providing me the stick tonight. Thank you. And a special shout out to Kathy down in the southern part of the United States and down there in Wisconsin, eh?
Oh,
Because I know she's watching, because I told her to.
that's weird. We don't think of it as down south. We think of it as more like up north, right? I mean, kind of.
Oh, yeah, but it's...
I'll
Yeah.
drink to that.
I feel a song coming on right now. So, this is a family show.
Yes.
Once again, you're watching the Mr. Marty Show. All right, gentlemen, go and sit down and enjoy your COVID cocktail. Watch that stick. All right, these Canadians, I love it. We're way up here in Ontario, northern Ontario, at Lake Latsumaka on the Mr. Marty Road Show. We hope you're having a good time. The cry of the loon's been going all evening. The geese have been making a lot of action, and wildlife has been showing itself. But right now, I want to kind of get to a song that I had written a while back that's kind of a serious song, and it's about my heroes wear masks these days. And when it was first written, I was thinking more in terms of the heroes with COVID, but it seems like the lyrics are changing as the times change. So here we go. Saturday mornings long ago, my brothers and me watched Green Hornet and the Lone Ranger on a black and white TV. My heroes wore masks those days. My heroes wore masks those days, wore masks those days. Batman and Robin through Tiananmen, now Hong Kong. And on our streets I see brave women and men. My heroes wear masks these days. My heroes wear masks these days. Wear masks these days. Masked firemen look so very small. As those burning towers fall, the world saw it all. There are those who say it's weak. They refuse to see. Heroes wear masks for others. Look out for you and me. My heroes wear masks these days. My heroes wear masks these days. Wear masks these days. From hospitals to grocery stores, on city streets and country roads, they wear masks these days. They wear masks these days. Wear masks these days. Wear masks these days. They wear masks these days. Wear masks these days. Wear masks these days. Wear masks these days. My heroes wear masks these days. Yeah. All right. Thank you. My God, we got a crowd here at Lake Latsumaka, way up here in beautiful, beautiful Ontario, Canada, province that's near and dear to my heart. And folks, we're getting to that point of the show where we're kind of winding things down. And I want to thank everybody who worked so hard on making this road trip happen, especially Sandeep Gopal and Sandeep traveling all the way up here. Sandeep's wife Nadia having to let Sandeep go for 2 whole weeks walking. Wouldn't let him use the car, but he couldn't get across the border anyway. The border's closed. So Sandeep, that's why I said to Sandeep, you go, you're resourceful. You can make it happen, you know. Just fantastic for Sandeep. I want to thank Mary Kate Cressy McCormack for the French interpretation, and her buddy also over in Paris, France, who has consulted Laurence Pelisse for Dreamtown en français. And Mark Winkleman, I think now, you know, if you're not gonna buy and put that song out across the internet, I don't know what's going to happen, because people are humming it all the time. I even heard Anya singing it the other day. I want to thank Gene Simmons for coming of the Pocketeers. I thought I love being up here, and the fastest zither in North America. That's what he's known for. And, you know, The Last Polka, I've always watched The Last Waltz, but man, I am definitely interested in watching The Last Polka. And I want to thank Roy, our hockey player, and bartender. And, you know, when you're way up here in northern Ontario, you have to wear a couple hats. And Roy obviously had one hat on, but he was bartending, and he's also a hockey player, for giving us the Trudeau 21 COVID cocktail. And I swear to God, on martinmccormick.com, we are going to put up a picture and a recipe of all these COVID cocktails. We are up to about 5 or 6 of them now, and people have been asking. I want to thank Ann DeCourtney for making the COVID cocktail recipe and getting it up here to Canada. Honey, Sandeep and I will be probably fishing for the next week and a half, and then we'll be back down, well, actually a week. We got to get back for the next show, the Mr. Marty Show. So, wanted to do a little song, a little tribute. I know there's some people in up in Canada, maybe 2 of them, watching right now. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriots love, and all thy sons command with glowing hearts. We see thee rise, the true north strong and free, from far and wide. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber ways of grain, purple mountains, majesties upon the fruity plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea, from sea to shining sea. Yes, with glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north proud and free, from east to west. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Canada and America, world still looks to thee. Yes, please crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. We still can crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Shining sea. Well, folks, I'm Mr. Marty, and this is the Mr. Marty Show, always every 7 o'clock Central Daylight Time on YouTube and Twitch. And want to thank everybody for watching, and we're going to sign off here from Canada, and I'm going to do the little goodbye song. Thanks for watching the show. Thanks for watching the show. Thanks for watching the show. Yeah, I really hate to go from Ontario, but the Mr. Marty Show, 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 the Mr. Marty Show. Thanks for watching the show. Yeah, we gotta go from old Ontario. We gotta go Fun Lake Latamaka. We say see you later, bye. It's the Mr. Marty Show. Thanks again, folks. God bless you.